Sit, turn type, sit. Good boy. Sit, turn type, sit. Good boy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Well, it's been a minute since we've done this, right?
I know.
It's been a while. It's been
a very long while.
Yeah, especially alive. I'm like, shit. Oh, man. Been a lot going on this past weekend, especially in New York. Shout out to the New York New York City teams out there. The Mets and the Yankees are in the AL and NL championships. Yay! Fuck the Yankees, but okay.
One step closer for both teams.
Hey, listen, the Mets got the ass whipped the other day, and you know what? Well deserved. Well fucking deserved.
As a Mets fan, you're saying that.
Oh yeah, listen, you don't.
We've been riding too high. We need to calm down.
You gotta be humbled a little bit. Plus, like the way that we came out the gate, yeah, wasn't too good. I still question certain pitching choices, but you know what? What are you gonna do? Right? What are you gonna do? Also with wrestling these past couple of weeks, it's been a stack cards have been happening. We've having pay-per-views back to back, PLEs. Like it's like I hate to use the term, the terminology, especially what happened recently, but it's been like a hurricane of fucking wrestling. Like it's crazy. Shout out to all our people who are listeners and viewers from Florida. I hope all you guys are doing well. Families and friends that was out there, and thankfully they made it through. We know that there's certain individuals, certain people out there that are a lot of people out there really struggling and having a rough time right now. And please, for everybody who's viewing and watching, do yourselves a favor, do everybody a favor for humanity. Show some love and get them people some relief, man. Donate to whatever causes that are out there that are legitimate relief causes like the Red Cross and such like that. Show them some love, man. Speaking of needing help,
I'm about to ask for help too because I don't have the link for this live. I don't know where it is.
Oh, it's on YouTube. Yeah, we're up.
I'll keep looking. I just don't
We're on the YouTubers. So
New York Wrestling Media.
we I wanted to no. I'll touch over the table. Yeah. So
Oops.
we're at a precipice right now with AEW.
Big words.
Yeah, I use $10 words here. Yeah, we had a precipice here, and I'm really concerned about the direction this company is going. Yes, congratulations to them. They got the big old contract that they wanted. They got that. Good for them.
But we knew that was going to happen.
Right.
We don't want this company to die.
Between you and I believe they were shortchanged. I do believe that they were shortchanged.
I mean, let's be real about it. Ratings really didn't get better since the pandemic.
Right. And I have to say that with, the estimate is about 185 mil a year. I think a lot of that is going to go out in contracts. I'm sorry, but like a lot of people say, well, Tony got money to burn. But you're not supposed to be going into your own pocket to do this. This is why you get these sponsorships and these deals with the network and such. That's why you do that. And you think about it. The estimates of what they said that they paid for Monet, the estimates that they said that they just shelled out for Swerve, the estimates in which they're saying that they shelled out for Osprey, the estimates that they shelled out for Okada, for MJF. These are big money contracts.
Next, we're gonna find out for Lashley.
Right. We'll see for Lashley is also.
God already knows what Benjamin and MVP are getting.
So you think about it. If, let's say, for each of those individuals, they're $20 million contracts, right? And let's say over 5 years, 3 years, whatever the case may be. 20 million for each of those. I just reeled off 5, right? It's already 100 million down the toilet.
Even more.
Gone. Right. Even more. You're looking at what could be an implosion. Now,
in what sense of the roster going forward?
The roster going forward, people are going to be sitting there going, hey, what about me? I've been here since day one. Why am I not getting this deal?
Lucha Brothers,
which is now they're shelved, waiting for the contract.
Ricky Starks is nowhere to be seen.
Gone.
Wardlow is nowhere to be seen. Miro wants out.
So everybody wants their bag too. We just mentioned 100. Let's just say 100 million is already gone in contracts, right? Then now you have to think about your venues that you're booking. You're booking these big venues. I'm going to tell you one thing, and I kind of was suspect about it, but when I saw it, I actually thought it was a really good look. NXT when they had their show
in St. Louis,
that's a really nice spot. That's a nice venue.
And mind you, this was the second venue because they didn't sell out the first one, but this was the second one. And you know what? Visually, it looked fantastic.
I thought it looked great.
Yeah. AEW kind of needs to start doing that now.
Yeah.
And also the locations they're doing. There was a list of like places they're going, and the places that they're not going to. It's like what they're doing the opposite of what they should be doing, technically.
Yeah, I would not be opposed to them doing that, but at the same time, I think Tony, his ego is too big for that.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot to be said about wanting to still believe that you can sell out these venues. Mm-hmm. And for a company like WWE to sit there and go and look at themselves and go, maybe we overshot this, mm-hmm. and say, hey, and it's okay when you come to your pay-per-views, go big. But for certain towns, certain arenas, it's okay to get like a 8,000, 6,000, 5,000 arena. Fill it up to the gill. We were looking at I was looking at WrestleDream, and the way that they set it up, it's beautifully shot. The way that they had it, you could tell. You couldn't tell if anybody was on the upper decks if they had any. You couldn't even tell. Right. But it looked good. And it's okay to go that way. It's fine.
Right.
I think what's happening now is, I wanted to ask you, what is drawing people away from the product now? What is taking the eyes away from the product now?
specifically AEW or,
Yeah,
or,
from
or,
AEW,
or in wrestling?
for AEW.
For AEW, I think it's
Because we don't. It's not. We're not saying that it's for wrestling because we're seeing a shift. People have gone back to the WWE machine.
right.
People have now started to look forward to seeing TNA. They're people are going to those shows now. What's going on with AEW that people are starting to either change the channels or just say, "Hey, I'll watch it later" or something?
I just think there's real no appeal. Like there's nothing drawing them to buy the ticket or turn into the programming. Because let's be real here too. WWE is kind of having a dry spell too, and before like the whole Rock came back and Bad Blood thing. Because like they had the same photos going around where people are not like they're not selling out arenas, like the half empty by the hard can side. But for AEW, it's there's no real big storyline going on that would bring them into the AEW. Because with WWE, the Bloodline, the Judgment Day, like those big faction wars are the draws in The Rock now for WWE as well. Cody Rhodes, John Cena, like they have the big stars. In AEW, you still have your big stars, but not big mainstream stars.
I think the other thing that's happening too is are they creating stars? Everybody's coming in from certain places.
5 years in, I think now they're trying, which is the sad statement to say.
Right.
Because we'll talk about it at the end of the show. Like you had your Orange Cassidy's, your Hooks, like your Wheeler Yutas. Like those are the guys you want to build your future around. And now 5 years in, you're gonna try.
Yeah, I'm seeing that there is a motivation to start building them up. They tried to do the hey, let's see if we could piggyback off of a former WWE star and see if we could elevate the company through that. We saw the Jerichos get there. We saw the Edge pull up, Christian Cage and such. And for a time period, yeah, they did draw eyes. Hell, I have even had individuals who come up to me and be like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that Edge still wrestled," and it was like, "Yeah, the Bryan Danielsons. Hey, he's still he's there now." And now those people, I don't even hear of them anymore. They don't even. They come to me is like, "Are you watching WWE?" I'm like, "Of course, I watch everything." They're like, "Yeah, whatever happened to that other company? Oh, it's still there. Really? When? They don't even know it's still around." So
marketing too, I would say, because
right.
I think that there's no real promotion going around. Like you don't see commercials everywhere promoting AEW.
Right. That's the other thing too. There used to be a way in which companies would put their advertising during the other competitions show. Like you would see TNA drop a commercial during a Raw and stuff like that. And maybe we're not seeing that as much anymore. Maybe there's issues with that as well, but even still, I don't see as much AEW promotion anywhere else. Like I don't see it happening. Is there something to the fact that maybe the fan base has maybe just been, I guess, used to what AEW is, and that's just what they're gonna get? They're not gonna see anything really captivating
I think
them.
you're just trying to say that pretty much the fan base is the hardcore wrestling fans that stick to wrestling 24/7.
Right.
Mainstream audience, if you mention AEW, they're like, "What the hell is that?" They might see like for a brief second like, after Big Bang Theory is over, or whatever else is on TNT on your Saturday night programs, but that's pretty much it. Because you could bring in your Jerichos, your Edges, your Christians, your like Moxley, Danielsons. Like, I think more specifically with the three Jericho, Edge, and Christian, they have the WWE recognition. Which your Moxley's like, "Oh, I think I remember him from the WWE. He was Dean Ambrose, or Daniel Bryan. Like I remember him being Daniel Bryan, not being Bryan Danielson type of thing."
Right.
It's all about recognition at this point for a lot of these guys in AEW.
Yeah, I think it's also coming to ahead when you have a certain fan base who already get what they're getting. They're okay with the meal that they're gonna have. They already know that it's gonna be steak and potatoes every fucking night. Maybe we'll garnish it with some fucking onion rings or some some fries or something like that, whatever. But we do get that look of sometimes it being, hey, I'm okay with what's going on with wrestling, with AEW. I'm all right with that. I'll
Mhm.
get it. From Chokeslam Report. Tony Khan is all over the place and was turning to people and his obsession with beating WWE. Dumb move. Concentrate on the product and create better stories. I'm even on the fence with the create a story thing because I really believe that he likes his method of the New Japan, just walk around and just put a match together kind of thing together. For instance, I thought it was ridiculous for you to book Osprey versus fucking
Ricochet
so quickly.
4 weeks. Ricochet's in the company. He
Right.
gets a title shot. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
What happened to these rankings?
No, they're gone.
I know, but
it's gone. It's gone again. It's gone.
Just
Again.
for the AEW diehards, what happened to them?
Yeah, it's
They're
gone.
supposed to stick around, right?
Right.
This is supposed to determine challengers for titles. It's supposed to be wins and losses matter. No, I don't give a damn. We'll give you a dream match on the same night as long as another dream match. Remember, they gave away Danielson and Okada, but now we know why they gave that away on TV because of what happened at the pay-per-view. Still, it's like we'll just throw things on TV and just see what happens.
Yeah, it's
and they do. I do think they really. I think now they're staying away from competing with WWE, at least with mentioning. Oh, but the boys in Connecticut, like at least I see a little more of that not happening as much as anymore.
No more shade throwing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and throwing the bitch assnesses out in the air.
Yeah.
I also get to we goof about it. We crack jokes about the whole ratings and stuff like that and such. But there is legitimacy, especially business wise, for them because that's where their bread and butter is at. You gotta fucking, we goof and say, that's how the wrestling universe gauges who has a better show when more people watch them. Right. But it's not even that. It's about, after 3 years, the Warner Brothers has the right to say, you know what, fuck this is a wash. We don't have to do this anymore. And if everything is on that slippery slope, what happens there? I didn't get to even ask you about what's your thoughts about them splitting the shows now. They're going to be splitting the viewership on TBS, TNT, and on Max. Like, what's that?
That's just going to ruin the whole who's watching deal argument because it's going to be because then you're gonna be like, oh, the ratings for this was this, but you have to be like, what's the numbers on the streaming service? Because then you have to fucking add all those numbers up, and a lot of people don't like doing math and all that nonsense. So it's like that just seems like Tony Khan's way of saying enough about the fucking ratings argument. I'm tired of it. Let's get rid of it.
Right.
That just seems like what that deal means for me, at least. At least out of the 3 shows, there's one going away. Because 3 for AEW was too much.
Okay, so Rampage goes away.
Right.
Now you want to stock Shockwave.
What the fuck is that going to be?
What is that going to be? Like,
and you're going on Fox.
Right. What is that going to be?
Thanks, Swerve, for spoiling that, by the way.
Do you think it's Fox, the network, or you think it's going to be like FS1 or some shit like
FS1.
that? Yeah, right?
That's probably what it's going to be. Tony Khan probably told the boys, we got something with Fox. And meanwhile, it's probably going to be FS1.
Right. So,
which is nothing wrong with that, but it's also like, what is
Shockwave? It's just going to be Rampage 2.0.
I mean, remember when Rampage first started and how big a show that used to be? Like, like when we went to Grand Slam and Arthur Ashe, CM Punk's first television match in over 10 years, or 7 years, whatever the fuck it was. It was against Powerhouse Hobbs, and we got to see it live. But that was also the Rampage hook.
Right.
Nowadays, it's just random ass matches with the mid card guys, girls, and the Collision is just another 2-hour nonsense show of matches with no storylines or nothing. One had to go.
Right.
You can't have 2 back-to-back on back-to-back nights.
I'll say this: WWE is making their move to Netflix. Netflix still they count their viewerships. They make sure that it's out there. They whenever a stand-up comedian does his shows or whatever, viewerships for marquee shows like what's that Squid Game? What the fuck that shit is called?
The Squid Game show?
Yeah, that Japanese series about the game show or shit like that. They'll monitor that and they'll let it be known, hey, this is what we did. Does Max WB, do they entertain that word? I don't even think they even look into that.
Everything I've been reading about WB and Max is them canceling all the fucking nonsense.
Right.
Canceling a lot of stuff. People getting fired over there. It's like, it doesn't seem like the best situation for them. But for AEW, I mean, what did I tell you the last time I was on the show? When I talk about when it comes to the TV rights, that library for AEW is the most valuable thing for them.
Right.
If you get there on HBO Max, people can go back and watch the shows. And then we brought up the whole pay-per-view thing. So I think you have more elaborate on that, because I think it's, if you have a subscription, you pay half of it. It's like $25 if you have the subscription.
Yeah, and I don't even think that you get the whole thing as of yet. You gotta wait
till the new year.
Yeah, you gotta wait a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not even gonna happen like ASAP.
Right.
So
that was the one thing I was questioning. I was like, well, how would the pay-per-view deal go? Because it's not like when the WWE did the network and they stopped. I think after a while they stopped purchasing pay-per-views because it would all go on the network, and now it's all Peacock.
I'm happy that they got rid of Bleacher Report. I thought that was a horrible streaming service for them.
That one night that I experienced here, where you were trying to watch what was like Full Gear or Double or Nothing, is one of them, and you bought the pay-per-view and you couldn't watch it.
Yeah, I had to go through Pete to pay Paul to give me my refund back through Mary, and then and we still didn't watch it. We had to fucking get it some other way. At least
it's never a good sign when the owner of the company has to tweet, "Sorry about the technical difficulties." You never see Triple H or Vince do that.
But even so, even when they did have, because even in Peacock, they had, when they first started, they had their issues on there as well.
Oh yeah,
and that's fine.
Not to, let's say WWE does have their own share.
Yeah, that's fine.
But with AEW, what's been their problems? Audio issues half the time. It's presentation stuff. It's like a lot of the stuff. It's like child's play at this point. You're 5 years in. Like, this should be, everything should be tight and like niche. Like, everything should look perfect.
So leading up to what happened with the deal and people's thoughts, and
perfect timing too for the deal to be done by WrestleDream.
Right, WrestleDream, right?
For months we've been hearing Tony Khan, big announcement coming.
And going into WrestleDream,
there was no build up at all.
No build up
at all.
No build up. I think there was like certain matches that were like really put together last minute.
We'll go by one.
We had to fill some time in. We had to get this show going. But at the same time, I have to say there was some bright spots in it. But I gotta tell you, this was probably one of the most depressing pay-per-views I have ever seen in my fucking life. Opposed to Owen dying during the pay-per-view, this was almost as equally depressing to me. Yeah, I was very, very low-key uncomfortable with everything that was going on, because it just seemed as though like they were really trying hard to put something over, and it just wasn't there for me. Like, I just couldn't get it, especially at the main event.
You know what this was?
Yeah,
a 2+ hour version of Collision on pay-per-view.
Yeah, it looked sad. It really
all the matches just there for the sake of matches. And then the main event was just pretty much you're watching the show just like having this feeling, and then you get the main event, you're thinking, well, I'm fucking sad now.
Yeah, and then
meanwhile, I will say this pay-per-view was better than the WWE pay-per-view last week. I mean, Hell in a Cell stole the show, was pretty much the match of the night, but then that was it. Everything until the tag match in the main event. But but this up top to bottom on WrestleDream, banger after banger, some dud, and then an excellent triple threat, and then we had the main event. Which I think the finish, we'll talk about the finish, but I think it left a lot of bad taste in people's mouths.
The one thing I could say about Bad Blood, for what it was
the weaker WWE show of the year.
Right. But I could also say that there were certain talents that were there that were like trying to do something.
Right.
Like I said, I give kudos to Nia Jax for trying to do something, although she looked gassed after 5 minutes. It was ridiculous.
The botch in the women's world title match.
Right.
Them two had a really bad night.
Yeah. The at
least
Beast
and Freestone Balor tried. The tag match was just there for The Rock until he came out.
The hanging of Dominic like a piñata was the funny part for me.
That scared the living shit out of me because I was wondering what the fuck is he hanging off of?
But I said the same time. I said that's the dangerous spot as well because he could have pulled his leg out of his fibula and all that shit could have been all fucked up. So
meanwhile, I'm looking at him like, are they trying to really sell this fucking toilet paper? Is that what this motherfucker's hanging off of?
Yo, that should be fucking hilarious. If that's what the whole premise was, to get that toilet paper over.
I should know when the fucker was like sitting on the ground the entire time. He didn't stand up once.
So I'm not gonna.
That was that, but this is AEW WrestleDream 2024.
I'm not even gonna go through 0 Hour because 0 Hour was just.
I mean,
it was sad. No, sorry. Especially with that last match, it was like the 8-man tag. What the fuck? I was just like, whatever.
Meanwhile, that was the match they didn't advertise until
you're
watching the stupid show, and then they go, "Oh, by the way, here, we got this. We got 30 minutes left. Let's do an 8-man tag."
Right.
But I mean, my boy Brian Cage won the Ring of Honor World Television title, but who gives a fucking damn about
exactly? I was about to say, like, what are we doing?
I mean,
with that?
Atlantis Jr.'s had this belt for over 6 months now, and he hasn't made one American appearance.
And who the fuck who even knew that's where it was at? Like, ridiculous.
I mean, Anna Jane Harley Cameron had a match, and then of course you've seen the clip of the referee telling Harley, "Put your shoulders on the fucking mat."
Right.
And
that was hilarious.
And that was the finish.
That was hilarious.
And then they claimed against MXM Collection. It was cool to see Rico. I mean, in the past we read about his like health scares, but it was good to see
that was I was good with that. Yeah. That I was good with.
You were just missing Chuck Palumbo, but then you knew then it was just be like, don't reference more WWE nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need to go back to that. We're fine.
By the way, I hope this is a one-off for Rico. Let's not keep this going.
Why? Come on, keep him as a manager. He's fine.
All right. Meanwhile, everybody's thinking, "Oh, it's going to be Dijak," because you're alluded to the third man. Everybody immediately thought it was Dijak, and then Dijak, of course, posts a picture of him imposed on Hulk Hogan's body and be like, "I'm the third man." Then, like you said, collaboration and the Outrunners, which, by the way, the Outrunners are getting themselves over whether Tony Khan wants to do that or not.
And after you guys told me who they are, and what they
Turbo
look like,
Floyd and Truth Magnum,
I said, I'm with it. I let me get on this ride. I'm gonna enjoy this.
The oldest youngsters ever that will never die.
They are cool. I do like that. I like the whole premise for them.
The epitome of old school wrestling in 2024.
the overpowered Orndorff flexes. I love it.
And then just to see the Dark Order still a fucking thing.
They're still around. And
there's only 3 of them.
Yeah, and Silva, I
remember Johnny Hungy?
Yeah, like I can't.
And then of course you end with the 0 Hour with Okada calling basically you had Kyle challenge Okada and Okada just saying,
well
hell no,
Riley charging Okada, hell no, bitch.
And then they've got to a fight and Kyle got his ass kicked.
It's like, what are you doing here, guy?
Yep. So AEW WrestleDream, Saturday, October 12th, 2024, from the Tacoma Dome in Tacoma, Washington.
Why did I just believe that they were still in Japan for some reason? I thought they were in Japan. I don't know why. I don't know.
That's January 5th, Jay.
Yeah, I don't know.
For Wrestle Dynasty.
Yeah, my head was somewhere else with that one.
So okay. So when I saw you make this comment, match of the night, Jay White versus Hangman Adam Page.
Uh-huh.
You sticking to that?
Yep.
Match of the night was the opener.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Take me through it, buddy. What'd you feel? What'd you like about this match a lot?
So
there's nothing wrong with the match. I just want to hear your reason why you gave that the match of the night honors.
Everything that they did was, and this is the first time I can actually talk about a Page match in a long time where I said everything in this match was fucking logical. Like it didn't look like it was like you would watch with a Ricochet in an Ospreay match, stagey, like as M2 Inc. would say, stagey.
Right.
Even their counters, Mesa Jay fucking sold the hell for Page. Sold that, and
mind you, he's been back 2 weeks. 2 weeks now.
Right.
And this match was just made 2 weeks in advance before this paper. But carry
on. Even when they took it outside, I was like,
"Oh, the shin breaker on the ramp."
Yes, I was just showing that. Yeah, I was just showing that right now. Yeah, great. To me, I said, "This is what pros look like." And this is what it should be like for AEW. You have better storytelling with that. Even on the outside apron when he when they did the backbreaker on there and such. I thought, I said, they're gonna have to top this. Somebody's gonna have to go out here and do it's gonna have to do big work on this one. But even for the finish,
the finish. Oh, this finish was like, it's so simple but done perfectly.
Right.
Because you had Hangman go for the buckshot lariat, and then Jay pretty much just stepped forward as soon as Hangman got back in the ring, grabbed him, and hit the switchblade on him. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I
was shocked. I didn't think Heyman was going to take a loss, but you know what? I'm fine with this feud. Keep going.
Yeah, I am too. Like I said, for me, for me to get that impressed like that, for a match that because I thought they were going to take it to other places, but they did it. Good job for them. I thought this was match of the night. Probably Paige's best match so far this year.
And you know what? It was a good outcome for Jay White too, because he's been in a position where people think he should be higher, but you know what? This win pretty much solidified that he should be higher on the card standing. I mean,
right?
He had his world title match with MJF that was pretty much a whimper. Didn't really look good on him at all. So
why is Mike all up on the camera?
Because Jay has the camera so far in my face.
He's mean mugging today. He's mean mugging today.
No, this is all you. You put the camera so close to my face. Who said that?
That was Ariana.
Oh,
I think the AEW International 3-way match was the match of the night.
We'll get into it.
Okay. That's another one for me.
We have the AEW Women's World Title match, Mariah May versus Willow Nightingale. Again, another match that was pretty much a week of build.
Right.
Because it's supposed to be Willow versus Britt in the number 1 contenders match, but then Willow won the 4-way. By the way, Britt, her big injury, sore throat.
Okay,
I'm sorry. What?
Wait. All right. Let's give it a little bit of a little bit more than that. Maybe strep throat. Maybe she has strep throat. That could be cumbersome. No, that wasn't it. Oh, okay.
I can't wrestle. I have a sore throat.
Wow. Well, maybe she couldn't be able to call the moves and stuff like that. That's hilarious.
Drop down. Slide.
Right. Roll up, kick out too.
As soon as I read what her injury was, I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And this woman just came back from a year injury. Near paralysis, whatever
I'm really in this belief that a lot of these fucking wrestlers are just making shit up so they can get the fuck out. Like, I really believe that they're trying to find an exit quicker than they can. Tony, the smartest thing that he did, and I don't think he's a hater for it, but like I said, I just don't want to hear people talk shit about, that Tony was, he's a wrestler's kind of person. He's for the
boys and for the girls.
He'll never hold
Meanwhile, there's
anybody
reports
back.
of Lucha Bros getting their mask getting ready for SmackDown debut. Oh, I'm gonna add time to the fucking contracts.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm not mad at that because that's business.
That's been done before.
That's what you got. You got to do what you got to do. It's cool.
I have Ariana message me personally. Strep throat is no joke. Okay, all right.
No, strep is
that shit took me out for 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, it's true. That's
fine.
I get it. I understand it.
That's the world of wrestling when you just see Britt Baker missed her number 1 contenders qualifying match because of a strep throat.
I said I understand that because I've had strep throat before as well, and it is this shit is a pain in the ass. Yes,
and it's contagious.
But you said sore throat, like come on,
sore throat. Yeah,
come on.
I mean, it's funny if it's you say sore throat. But any notes on this match? Honestly, I mean, again, we're waiting until Mariah beats the shit out of Mina Shirakawa, and then we get that big match, and then we're waiting next year when Tony makes her return. Meanwhile, Tony did a funny video at home in Florida saying she's not because she can't fly out to Mexico.
Right.
And there was a line in there. She said she called the government and they can't do anything about the weather. Apparently, they can't. That was funny.
So for me, what Nia couldn't do with Bailey, Willow does it here a little bit better. A little bit, I saw her come off come off the top.
We're having a Willow Nia Jax comparison. Oh boy.
Well, Willow's a little thick, so maybe she. But she moves.
She knows how to work.
She moves a little better. But I'm just put off right now because it seems like Willow's getting a lot of opportunities and fucking falling short on every one of them that she gets. Like, I don't know.
I mean, it's better than her being off TV again.
True, but I'm gonna assume that
Mariah May is just stuck in this pigeonhole of, like, again, we gotta wait for the Mina Shirakawa thing. We gotta wait for Tony Storm.
Right. Just a waiting game.
It's the waiting game.
Just a waiting game.
I mean, this. Let's be real about this too. This match was better than anything Mercedes could have done. I mean, Chris Statlander turned babyface out of fucking nowhere.
I might not. Oh yeah, what the hell was that about? When you sent me that, I had to look it over and say, "Wait a minute, what the hell did this happen here?"
I made a mistake 3 months ago, and now I'm fixing my mistake. I'm going to be for the people again. I'm going to show them I'm the heart and soul of the women's division.
So I saw somebody try to draw comparisons to what AJ did on SmackDown when he came back and he was talking about his change of life kind of thing.
Still came out to the heel theme.
Right. But then with Chris Statlander, you were just in a match last week as a fucking heel. Like last week, at least AJ was off TV for a minute.
Right.
Chris, you were just with Stokely last week. Like, what the fuck?
And there's no real segment where Chris is telling him to fuck off. It's just, here's a letter of me denouncing my working relationship with Stokely Hathaway. And then next segment, Stokely Hathaway's approaching private party. Hey, do you need a manager?
We'll get to that in a minute. Yikes.
Meanwhile, Mariah May retains.
Yes. Next up.
They give this match 3.5 stars.
Jesus fucking
Not Meltzer. I'm reading off the where this is the website for
Bleacher. Not Bleacher.
TJR Wrestling.
Oh, okay. I know who they are. Okay.
Next. Okay. You made another comment about this next match. Jack Perry versus Katsuyori Shibata for the TNT Championship. What did you call this? A wet fart?
This was a wet fart. All right, so let me, because I'm multitasking.
You're trying to comment back on the.
No.
Do we have any comments so far?
Well, not yet for this. So I'm doing a lot of stuff back and forth. So when you talk about wasted moves and wasted spots,
it was this.
This whole match was that. Mm-hmm. Whole match. It kind of reminded me of when you're playing a fighter, like a fighting game, and you realize that, let's say if you're playing Tekken, your fighter's kicks don't do shit
until you press a certain button and shit goes crazy.
Because Perry was kicking Shibata like throughout this match, and Shibata looked at him like he was fucking like,
"Are you serious, bro?"
Like he was insane. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, stop this. I thought that this match was just ridiculous all the fuck around. And
in a good way?
In a bad way.
Okay.
In a bad way.
There's two different versions of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Good and bad.
In a bad way. I was so turned off by this.
The match that Jack Perry had with Danielson was the complete opposite of this.
Right. Exactly.
Like he went backwards.
Yes. And this did no favors to Shibata at all. Like, at all.
I feel bad for him because he definitely wanted to go in there and try.
And I seriously, if the finish was going to be what it was, then just let him beat the shit out of Perry. Just let him fucking go to town on him. Like, I mean, but
young boy him.
Yeah. I was just totally put off by that. I said, fuck this. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go make Shibata for fucking 2K so that I could get some redemption for him. I'll probably get him out this company and put him somewhere else. Put him in TNA or some shit. But yeah,
Shibata sends Perry onto the knee. Shibata applied a sleeper hold with the body scissors. Perry fell back on him, and Shibata held onto the hold on the mat.
And a fucking
so his shoulders were down, and Perry was on top for the 3 count. Fans booed.
And of course, because Shibata's a pro, why would you think that he would allow that to happen? A pin that way.
You know what would have been more funny if he got knocked out?
Something.
Oh shit, my head.
Something.
No, just a simple sleeper hold reverse.
Look, a wet fucking fart, and that you had to clench your cheeks and run the fucking finish off in the bathroom, bro. This was
And I don't blame Tony Khan for sending the next 3 fucking people out to redeem the show at this point, or at least the match, because out came our boy Danny Garcia, who has re-signed with AEW, which at this point,
I love the fact that everybody was
be perfect for him.
I love the fact how everybody was celebrating that. Yay! Garcia's here. He's re-signed.
Did you love the line he threw out on Wednesday? If this is the place where the best wrestle, I want to be here. Oh, just show the clips of like people botching and fucking breaking their legs and nonsense. Yeah,
right.
Good choice, Danny. Because you knew in NXT they're gonna fuck you over. So anyway, Danny comes out, stares down Jack Perry. There's our TNT Championship, but hold on, there's more. Because MJF made his return after filming Happy Gilmore 2. Comes out, and remember that diamond ring that mysteriously got stolen?
It's back.
It's back.
It's back.
I mean, the same place Triple H got that crown jewel title, that's probably where the diamond ring came from.
Steven Singer or some shit. Got that shit from.
So MJF comes out, beats up Daniel Garcia. Because remember, the last time we saw MJF, he got pile drive on his fucking head from the second rope.
Even the beatdown, I'm like, make it look legit. Like, he's blocking all the fucking punches. How is he getting hurt? Make it look, kick him.
He's blocking
everything. And he's like, at least the cool, funny part about it was, he goes, hold on a second. And then he starts pounding the while he was doing it, and he's cutting the promo. So I'm like, okay, but even still, he's selling like he's dying. Like, come on, bro. I couldn't.
You know what I always love? You know what I love about the MJF ring thing? Where he places the fucking ring?
On his pinky?
On his pinky.
On his pinky.
Why don't you put it on your, like,
put it somewhere where
here.
Impactful.
Right. Then.
Now I know why he lost it. Because it was on his fucking pinky.
Then Adam Cole returned.
The
devil.
I'm not going to lie, though. I did pop for that, though. I did
me too.
Yeah, I popped for that.
I mean, thank God.
Right.
Because you think this dude is never going to get fucking healed and ever come back.
Yeah.
But it was funny because they pretty much did like the AJ Styles Rumble debut thing where they're panning to MJF. And MJF's mocking him like, what are you going to do? You're going to limp down to the ring? And then no, you see Adam Cole run, even though there's still a slight limp.
Right.
Adam Cole's run. But you know what? Forget it. MJF runs for his life. Yeah, Adam Cole, the devil.
Let's
pick Daniel Garcia up and say, good job, kid. What?
The devil.
So let's not, I wrote at this point, Tony Khan took that devil storyline and shoved it 10 feet down in the fucking ground. Now we have to have a blow off, right?
Are we?
They have to save it till World's End. We got a fucking month. Buddy, figure something out. Keep them separated. Unless they do a 4-way with all 4 of them for the TNT title. Because remember, Danny wants Jack, MJF wants Danny, and Adam wants MJF. And Jack Perry is the poor bastard that's going to be in the middle of all this.
Right.
I mean, shit, it's rare for AEW to do 4-way matches with the title on the line. Do it in full gear.
Yeah. I
do World's End, Adam Cole and MJF. Because it'll be 1 year to the day when Adam Cole revealed himself as the fucking devil. Do you even care at this point? Like the fact that Adam Cole came back as the babyface and MJF is the heel?
No.
Well, it was reversed.
No, it was reversed. Right. And I actually, now that you mentioned it, you're right. Because I was sitting there watching that segment, and I actually thought that it made MJF look more like the babyface, because remember, he got
screwed.
He got screwed, and he got put out by injury by Daniel Garcia with the power drivers and stuff. So,
and he's the fucking heel.
He's the heel. So you had the returning heel
come back for revenge.
Exactly.
And then the babyface who turned his back on him, screwed him out of the world
You're
title.
Right. You're so right.
Come back for revenge too.
Yeah. You actually made MJF look more like a face than anything else. You're right. Insane.
You made them all look like fucking idiots.
Yeah, no bueno at all. No bueno. Ay, Dios mío. Next up. God.
Take it. Triple threat.
Ospreay,
Ricochet, and Takeshita.
I really wanted to enjoy this match. I swear, I really did. I really wanted to enjoy this match, especially what I wanted to happen. Because I've been such a big
Takeshita winning,
right. But Jesus, did we have to have him win like that? First of all, no one was surprised that was Kyle Fletcher. That Kyle Fletcher came up with the hoodie. Okay. No one was surprised.
Here's the reenactment of that whole ending. Excalibur, who was that? Tony Schiavone. Is that Kyle? Damn it, Tony.
Did we get some spots here? Yes.
I mean, Takeshita doing the what the fuck's the name of it? The thing that Trent does through the table to Ricochet.
Yeah,
that looked awesome.
Right, got that going on. Fine.
I feel like once Ricochet and Ospreay started doing the whole counter thing, they stand up, doing the flips. You're like, oh my god!
How many times can? I'm sorry, I get it, guys. I get
They're
it.
athletic. They can do moves,
but you're also trying to catch lightning in a bottle again for something that occurred fucking 7 years ago, 8 years ago. I get it. Fine.
It goes longer.
It does. I mean, but Jesus, like you guys, I do something else. Let's get the ball rolling with something else.
I will say the spot where Ricochet does the dive onto Takeshita and Takeshita caught him on one side, and then Will came off the dive. Right. I thought Takeshita was gonna fucking catch them both, right? Just stand there holding them on his shoulders.
But it also is a testament to show that Takeshita is a fucking talented guy and
6'3", 240 pounds. This big athlete, Konosuke Takeshita.
Yeah, and at the same time,
I mean, thank God he won.
Yeah, but it's
a lot of people thought he was in this match to get the pin,
right? And
or get pinned.
No, I listen. I
remember all out when he had that stare down with Okada. Fucking forget that. Unless they bring it back for the Continental Classic, which I doubt is going to happen.
But once again, there's another way. You could have booked this so much another way. Here comes the screwdriver again. The fuck.
Also, too, why is Don Callis walking slowly with the damn screwdriver every time? Like, you can't just run with the damn thing.
No, because
it's not scissors, sir. You can run with it.
Don't run with scissors.
Run with the screwdriver.
I can see where you're going with that. I got that. I can see
because he was like, I know it's Halloween season, but he was walking like he was fucking Michael Myers.
That right? He was just menacing.
Yeah,
just menacing with the.
And then of course we get the spot where Ospreay's about to hit the Tiger Driver, break somebody's neck, and then a big, tall, blonde dude slides in the ring and stands behind him, which looks like Kyle Fletcher. And Tony Schiavone says, "Is that Kyle?" And Excel's like, "I don't know who that is."
Yeah, it's
fucking moron. Yeah, and then the hood comes down. It's Kyle. Oh my god. And then Ariana pointed this out too. Did he get swollen in the past 2 weeks? Like, why is he big? Like, how did he get that big so quick?
Probably it was from air travel. That happened during air travel. For some reason, the plane gets you swollen. I don't know.
He's on some Bane shit. What the fuck is he on?
He's on the Bane Venom.
Yeah. Also, he's deceivingly tall.
Yeah, like I said,
the fuck happened?
I don't know. Jimmy comes out during Bad Blood with the hoodie. Everybody was like, what the hell? Oh my God, it's Jimmy. Pop crazy. Fletcher comes out with the hoodie. Everybody said, oh, that's Fletcher.
I mean, but also Raquel Rodriguez just runs out of nowhere and they go, oh, that's Raquel.
Yeah, but that was she fucked that all up. That wasn't yeah. Well, or whoever fucked it up. Either people in the back, whoever fucked that up for her. But, yeah.
I mean,
but Fletcher was like,
both times we knew who the fuck it was.
Why? But that's what I'm saying. Why come out in a hoodie? Just come out. Just do it. Don't come out in a hoodie.
Just come out, maybe like stop Don, grab the screwdriver, and then tease. Like, like what the hell are you doing? And then you do the turn. But the hoodie nonsense is like, that wasn't needed.
The turn. Takeshita gets the win here. I was happy for him. He gets the win.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm like, why this way? Why this way?
And let's be real here now. Mm-hmm. Ospreay and Ricochet must be allies now. They must fight off the Don Callis family of Konosuke Takeshita, Kyle Fletcher, and the murder hawk monster Lance Archer, who got traded for 3 luchadors. Jake Roberts is now the leader of LFI.
What?
This screams Mark Davis is not coming back anytime soon, so they need a big muscle guy for Ospreay and Ricochet to work off of.
This is, like I said, this is just like
Fuck it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Remember Kyle Fletcher had a 12-month losing streak?
Yeah.
Let's try again. Let's try this push again. He has a new mean.
It's a hard reset, guys. It's a hard reset.
The hardest reset in wrestling history.
Next up, we get the return of Swerve Strickland. Cutting a promo.
What the hell was he wearing? He was wearing like a knitted sweater.
Yeah. It looks like it kind of looks like something my mom would make. My mom would make that.
You know what? His hometown got a great reaction. So this whole thing was him teasing, "Do I join MVP in the Hurt Syndicate? A name to be named later."
Mm-hmm.
And you had Prince Nana in there. It was pretty much a negotiating time. And then of course you had not Prince Nana. You had Swerve talk about how Nana has his things on the side that Swerve doesn't appreciate, like selling weed to high school kids in the back of a gym in gyms.
I have never seen Nana do that ever.
Yeah,
ever.
I mean, there's not been times at indie shows where I've walked across Prince Nana and he goes, "My brother, put the coat on me, take a picture, and ask for $20."
Yeah, never happened. Never.
Yeah. Ooh. I didn't smell anything.
There's never been a time that incense and CBDs or anything of that ilk have all like blended together. No, never.
This royal man did not sell me any drugs. So anyway, Swerve said Nana's family, and then he stared at MVP and Shelton Benjamin. So now we have a match set up for Shelton Benjamin, at least until Mr. Bobby Lashley comes out, which I do think a lot of people think Bobby Lashley comes out, spears the fuck out of him. But I think with what happens in the main event, they probably didn't want to have two hometown people get killed on the same show.
Yeah.
So, and also now, I don't know if I sent you the clip, but Shelton Benjamin and MVP confronted Leo Rush in the back. So we're getting Shelton's AEW Dynamite debut against Leo.
I'm gonna get to that in a second.
By the way, but I just want to say Leo has signed once again with All Elite Wrestling.
Which I said, give me a second. I want to get to that because I want to get to Swerve looks fly as hell. Yeah, he did. I ain't gonna lie, but I love his crocheted vest. I fucks with it. I fucks with the crochet vest. That
was left in the burning house.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm with it. So that had to be the two folds. Number one, Leo Rush gets re-signed with AEW.
First time since 2021.
After the statements he made about Tony Khan and the booking on how they do not support black wrestlers, right? Right. All is forgiven, 2024.
Because Swerve got the world title.
Right. We're back, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's try again.
The promo where Leo is talking and everything
walks in, goes, "I need to speak to Tony Khan."
And then Leo's like, "Yo, come on, man. What's going on?" MVP looked at her and said, "Man, ain't nobody worried about you."
Facts. And you know what the funny thing, the best thing you just did about that is that you made sure to look down, because MVP looked down on this man and said, "Man, cares about you.
Hey, man, ain't nobody worried about you."
Does anybody know where Tony Khan or Christopher Daniels is?
Oh my god, yeah, I gotta play that before
and the best was MVP goes, "Are you available Wednesday?" And he goes, "I'm available Wednesday." Good. And they walked away. So now we have the Shelton Benjamin versus Leo Rush.
I'm so upset that they didn't keep MVP, because I would have loved MVP to have been with Bloodline. It would have been so much fun. It would have been fucking hilarious.
Oh, him and Fatu would be
fucking hilarious.
You know what? Now they signed Armando Estrada back to a Legends. They'll bring him back on, put him on TV with the Bloodline.
Most likely.
That might what happen.
Yeah.
just a quick look down.
Yo,
man, get out of here.
Man, ain't nobody worried about you. I gotta play that before the show ends. It's fucking hilarious. So we see that
I mean, let's be real here. This Swerve, that great promo.
Mm-hmm.
MVP Shelton Benjamin always deliver.
Yeah.
Nana did his best acting in this, because he had real concern. He was like, "Oh shit, this dude's about to fucking leave me."
Right.
He just called me out on me selling weed in the fucking lots of high schools.
Listen, get your hustle on, bro.
No,
I ain't mad at you.
You're
get your hustle on,
why
fam.
are you doing that?
Get your hustle on, fam. I ain't mad at you.
No, you're making money. You don't need to do that anymore.
And I know you got that good, Nana. Stop playing. You got that shit.
Oh, Jesus. But more than likely at Full Gear, Shelton versus Swerve. And then out comes the almighty Bobby Lashley and spears the shit out of him.
Oh, that's gonna be we know that's happening.
Do we see Nana back in the ring?
Well, the Nana that we knew from years ago ain't the same Nana.
The photo that went circulating of him on metal fucking fighting Crash Holly.
That ain't the same guy, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, that man is long gone.
I mean, Swerve has to have an ally, right?
Right.
Who? Hobbs? I saw Hobbs is healthy.
Well, Leo Rush. He's gonna be the ally.
I was telling Ariana about this. Didn't even have a segment when Leo sees Lashley. He goes, "Oh, Lashley.
yeah.
Bend that ass over, Lashley.
The return.
Show that ass off.
The return. We might see just one moment in time again."
I saw also somebody joke that I'm surprised Tony Khan didn't give Leo Rush the all elite graphic again.
Leo Rush is all elite again.
Yeah. Next up, okay. Everybody's new favorite sensation, Hologram versus the Beast Mordos in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Didn't watch this. Swear to God, didn't watch it. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Didn't watch it.
At a protest of Hologram?
I swear, I think
Can we be real here? The Beast Mordos is impressive.
So I was watching. I was at Seneca watching it on my phone. Of course, shout out to my peoples at the Seneca.
Oh
I was watching.
It feels like you live there now.
This was listen. If let's just say
if they let you in, you have the money.
Let's just say that I'm getting a chair made soon for me, a specialized
in honor
chair
of Jay the Red Santee
with my name on the back. Let's just say that. So at this point in time, I was already done. I said, yeah, let me go take my ass home. So while this match was going, I walked my ass home. I didn't care. I didn't give a shit. I don't have any comments about this match.
I mean, Hologram won. He's still undefeated.
Of course, because Hologram is nothing but Tony Khan. That's his creation. That's his
170 wins away from Tyne Goldberg.
Oh, can't wait.
I mean, come on.
In 10 years, we'll be celebrating.
Do you like the Beast Mordos?
No, actually, he's a really good wrestler. He is. Like I said, I not to take.
Thank God, there's some positive to say about
this. Yeah, no. The guy's a real legit work. He's good. But
you know what the funny thing was when they announced this match? I'm thinking, okay, Hologram versus the Beast Mordos. That should be a fun lucha match. 2 out of 3 falls. What? Why? We need to see this 3 times.
Yeah, right. Run it back. You got to keep running it back.
This would have been the perfect collision main event, but it's on pay-per-view.
There you go. From what I see, they actually did some flippy dippy stuff. Okay, whatever.
I mean, look at this dude. It's a dude in a mask that I don't know who. It's from AAA,
right?
And I know the Beast Mordos, but now let's talk about Brody King and Darby Allin.
Okay. I got home. I got to watch this
just in time.
I got to watch this. I saw this one.
I mean, the one spot where let's talk about where Darby pushed Brody onto the steps that were standing on its side, and they did the coffin drop on top of him,
right
on those steps.
Listen, Darby is going to be Darby at any time of this.
By the end of the show, he's AEW's lone savior.
Yeah, he took some shit on that night. Definitely.
I mean, it's a good big man, small man matchup,
and it was definitely some fucking punishment that Brody was giving out tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon, cabrones. Get ready for November 22nd. VXS, baby! The return.
No, not VXS Arrival.
Oh, VXS Arrival. Yeah,
they rebranded. They're not VXS anymore. They're just Arrival.
No, but he still has VXS Wrestling.
He's working on it.
Okay. All right, so
the US debut of Michael Oku.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good card. I could only imagine what they're gonna.
I mean, this is a name we've heard of for so many years now.
They did the 2 out of 3 falls for the new TV and pay-per-view deal in Mexico. Oh,
who said that?
That was Ariana, and I'm like,
I love you, Ariana.
But what had to do with me? That had nothing to do with me.
I will say this: if they're trying to do a new trio with Roosh, the Beast, and Jalistico, and you just had the Beast lose on pay-per-view in his first pay-per-view appearance.
Yeah, they
I mean, at least it was good.
She writes, that's what I heard.
That's what I read and heard.
Ariana, our insider. That's right, girl.
Our lone female insider on Tropical Tabloid.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Get out of here. So
Darby and Brody.
Yeah. Good match. I enjoyed it. Like I said,
I mean, Darby needed this after being stupid and losing his world title shot.
Yeah, and which this is why I'm saying, like, there's just the only bastion of hope that I'm looking for with that is that once everything comes together for what's the reasoning with this Moxley BCC thing, whatever happens,
why are they going rogue all of a sudden?
That he becomes the savior. That's the only thing that I'm looking for.
This is the dude that they aligned with Sting for big things. This dude has to get the world title soon.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I'm saying that could be the savior of this.
Darby wins. So the story for this was that Darby's beat him in the past, but he's never pinned Brody King. So that was pretty much the antithesis of this. It was an open challenge. Brody accepted it.
Right.
But Darby gets to win. And then at the end of the match, they shook hands.
Yeah.
And I'll get into this later on, but I do see an alliance with Darby and the House of Black.
House of Black?
Potentially. Because Malachi, whether he wants to go back to WWE or not, he's sticking around. So time to do something with him. And Buddy Matthews has re-signed with the AEW. So time to do something big with these three.
Yeah.
And four. Because you know what? When you look at Darby standing next to him, he fits in like a glove.
Yeah, he does. He definitely does. And since Sting isn't around anymore,
he needs new friends.
Yeah, he needs a new alliances. So yeah, that makes sense.
Next up, okay. We had the Young Bucks.
Oh my God.
Versus Private Party for the AEW World Tag Team titles.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I am so all right, so talk about it.
Well, pretty much this match was pretty much with the storyline of we beat them 5 years ago and we haven't done shit since. So now we're getting a title shot.
Right.
I mean, did you see the reports going around that apparently people in the back were pitching to have Private Party win this? And then the Young Bucks responded with not good for us, brother.
To be honest with you, I really thought they were going to win tonight. I thought Private Party was going to win.
A lot of people willed it to exist because there's like enough of the Young Bucks. This is not working. It's not over. Just give the new guys a chance.
Yeah,
because with the Lucha Bros leaving, FTR just complaining to JD on Twitter, and you had random teams that are not over. You need this tag division needs life,
and especially with Quinn coming back from an injury that he sustained. He's basically not for like a year and a half.
Well, he's injury prone. Let's be real here,
right? But at least now he looks a little bit more conditioned. He looks in better shape.
Mm-hmm.
This was probably the best I've seen Isaiah since House of Glory, honestly, because he has been a hiccup from wherever they put him at in the past couple. Not to say that he's been horrible, but it just does not. He doesn't work well without.
It finally clicked.
Right, it doesn't work well without Quinn being there.
Yeah,
and
I hope they get a rematch of Full Gear in New York and they get the belts.
I like the the seriousness of it.
Oh, yeah.
That they this on this night.
This wasn't the fucking this wasn't the funny haha
right
match. It was the most serious Private Party has been in this company since day one.
Right.
And after this match, they got a standing ovation, which you hope this company looked at that and said, you know what? Let's run it again. Because remember they did that for the Acclaimed when they were challenging Keith and Swerve.
Right. I said, you know, they dropped the ball with this one. They could have had a humongous fucking
a big shock win.
A big shock win happen here. That would have been insane for them.
But now they're gonna tell the story of both teams have one win apiece against each other. So now we're gonna have to go to the rubber match.
So Stokely had before given business cards, I guess, to them or whatever, right?
Yeah, he was saying like, if you need any help, I'm there for you. And they said no.
I'm not. I don't want them with Stokely. I would prefer that MVP go gets them, sign them up. You don't.
But you need to be a babyface team, and those guys are heels.
That's okay. It's all right. We'll work on that. Because
Do you
right
remember
now,
the last time Private Party was heels?
right, but it'll look better with them now. Because look, Shelton doesn't need that faction, the Hurt Business needs a tag team. So Shelton don't need to be in no tag team with nobody. Bobby don't need to be in no tag team with nobody.
Yeah.
Have Private Party as that team. Make them become grittier, more determined, serious. That's the better look for me. Because this Young Buck shit is getting on my fucking nerves.
Part-time Bucks, and you can't drop the belts. Because they're the only lone team. I mean, you have FTR, Grizzled Young Vets. I mean, the Outrunners as well, but it's like, you gotta try something.
Right. Yeah.
You can't keep running the same thing over and over and over again.
Very surprised they didn't win, but I wonder if they building up a Private Party more with how what was it? Isaiah broke down with something up. Yeah, that was just showing the picture. Yeah, that with Isaiah breaking down. Yeah.
Yeah, his hand is legit hurt.
Right. Yeah. So I think they're gonna have the whole.
I mean, the rematch of Full Gear would make sense.
Support as faces.
Right.
I get that. But I think maybe like somewhere down the line, if they get that, maybe that Bobby look on, I don't know, that MVP look. I don't know.
I mean, if they turn heel, they would have to
they'll get the acclaim pop, they'll get the babyface pop, but I'm like,
if they turn heel, I mean, the Outrunners would be the first option for them.
Right. That could be it as well. Good. Yeah, that's true.
Because there's teams, despite people thinking there's no tag teams in this company, there are teams that are not being used.
Right.
I mean, the last tag team that challenged for these fucking belts was Ospreay and Fletcher. That's not a team.
Well, technically they are. I mean,
no, Fletcher and Davis.
They were in the same faction.
Ospreay had a singles belt this time.
They were in a faction at one time.
Next up,
what?
Ring of Honor World Title. Mark Briscoe and Chris Jericho.
Oh, please
keep my brother's name out your fucking mouth. Was the storyline going into this?
Somebody actually said, "Hey, why don't we use the Will Smith
Chris Rock promo
angle and just a year and a half later down the line, let's just use that." Not a bad match. Not a great match.
Jericho is in his 50s. He's not the Jericho we know,
and you could see he's just so slower. Mark is just trying to like keep a balance with him.
Big Bill keeps getting over.
Yeah, Bill is the one that needs to fucking pull away from this shit.
Yeah. Brian Keith is dead.
Yeah, because I never believed that he should have been in this faction. This is stupid.
He should have been the bounty hunter.
Yeah, and just going out there.
He should be backstage with people going out to him saying, "Hey, I have a bounty on this guy. Go get him."
Right, and just go beat the shit out of him. Bring him out to the ring. Nothing here really stood out for me.
Nothing was offensive.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially if you have that heat. You talking about with the brother and all that stuff. Yeah. You would want Mark to like do some damage here. Nothing here felt like that.
Chris Jericho said in his post when he talked about him doing the J Driller, first pile driver he ever did in 34 years in his career.
Right.
Jesus Christ! And actually, it didn't look bad.
Was it 34 years
of his career? He's been wrestling for 34 years, and that's the first pile driver he landed on his ass in 34 years.
No, really? I thought it. I could have sworn that he did one.
We've never seen Jericho do any tombstones, pile drivers, nothing like that.
Interesting.
And it looked good.
That was probably the only like high spot of the everything else was just like, it's all right.
And a lot of people agree with me on this, but I said this: if Jericho wins that fucking belt again, Ring of Honor is deader than dog shit.
What belt?
The Ring of Honor belt. If Jericho won that again,
then
we have to have him beat Nueve champion. That's what he said. He said, "If I win this, I'm gonna be now the Nueve."
He just destroys my language, bro. What's wrong with you?
He destroys Spanish language. He spends Japanese, American, white. He destroys all
American white.
American white. My God.
Lastly,
Jericho's the one person that just needs to go away for over 6 months. We need a break from you. Have Big Bill kill you. I don't care. I'll like it. Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley. Can we talk about Marina Shafir for a second?
What about her?
How she's supposed to be this badass. They're making the entrance. She tries to tear the guardrails apart. The guardrail goes all the way to one side, so you have to walk.
Oh yeah,
around.
I saw that. Yeah, I'm like,
And at the end of the match, she can't get out of the ring in time for the baby faces to make the save.
well, remember she had some fucking botchy moments in the past. We've seen her have.
Do we need to bring up the promo?
That's not. That's not.
Everybody remembers what the fuck that woman tried to say.
And what was that big match that she had? That was a fucking an abomination. Was it with her? And was it
Jade Cargill?
I believe it was Cargill. Was it Cargill? Yeah.
Yes.
The abomination.
Oh.
And
they're trying.
So
I mean, first off, this was a good match. Moxley and Danielson gave it their best shot.
Congratulations to Brian for trying to put together a match, knowing that he's been dealing with such injuries and such for the past.
The amount of
life.
The amount of quotes I kept seeing, like, oh, in my last match I couldn't feel my arm. In my last match I couldn't feel my legs.
Dude, get the fuck out the ring, bro! Like,
how is a doctor looking at those fucking statements, and then when you come into his office, he goes, "You know what? You're good.
There's like,
you're cleared.
Can you feel your fingers? No, doc.
Barely.
How's functioning in legs? Yeah, I got a little wobbly against Okada. How's your head? Been ringing for like the past week or so. All right, yeah.
As long as you're safe out there,
you're good to go. All right, there you go. Yeah, take a couple of somas, you'll be all right.
Oh my god, or smoke weed, whatever the fuck you're doing, Brian.
Yeah, whatever. But he still gave it what he can here. Yeah. Gave it all.
So there was a reason why they gave away the Okada match on free TV because of what happens at the end here.
Right. So we get, of course, typical Moxley match. It's all over the place.
No blood.
No blood, though.
No blood this entire show.
Shocking. Do you think that was a referendum that was given by WB? Like, yeah, you're gonna have to cut that down a little bit.
You know what it was, Jay? It was the fact that at Bad Blood, they bled in the first 40 minutes of the Hell in a Cell. So the AEW had to make a statement that we don't bleed as often as you think we do. So no blood tonight. You got it, John?
Good job. Good job.
We must stand up for AEW.
Oh, AEW bleeds. Everybody gives them shit.
I bleed for AEW.
WWE bleeds. Oh, it's okay.
Oh, WWE is allowed bleeding. Look at that. Look who started bleeding. AEW.
Oh, Jeff Jarrett was bleeding.
Where? What?
Maybe at the end. Jarrett just went in and said, "Fuck it, I want to cut."
Was he bleeding tears?
No.
Was blood coming out of his eyes?
Jarrett said, "This is my moment." Oh,
Brian didn't cut. He saw the situation. Brian didn't cut. John didn't cut. Somebody needs to cut.
Yeah, somebody needs to cut me. Cut me, damn it. Cut me.
But you're not doing anything physical. I don't give a damn. You gotta protect the business.
What? WWE bleeds. It's cinema.
For AEW, it's for the sickos.
Exactly.
So can we just get straight to the finish? So pretty much what everybody had a problem with was just how lackluster it was. But Jon Moxley's been doing this bulldog choke for a year now.
Right.
So he locks it in. They go to the mat. I think it was just the fact that how quick it was. Because once they went to the mat, the ref pretty much just went, "You good?
Yeah.
Okay, you're done. You're done. It's over."
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people wanted the whole. If the referee would have did the 3 arms thing and Brian didn't answer at any of them, then it would be like that. Think of like when the Undertaker lost the streak, it would have been that moment. Like, oh shit, he got choked out.
Right.
But it was just so quick.
Gotcha. It's done.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Moxley's the one to end the American Dragon's career. And then what does he do with the world title? He puts it in a little black bag.
What the hell is that about? Are we getting another fucking belt?
Here's what I think, though. I think whoever is giving these orders to them, specifically Moxley, because
Shane McMahon.
Yeah, I think now you're gonna have the visual of like Shane holding the bag with the belt bag. Look what I got, TK. I have your property.
Right.
Because remember, Moxley went and said this. I need that belt.
Right.
It's not about you, Brian. I just need to have that belt. So
yeah.
because Moxley won the match, he bowed to Brian. He broke character for a second, just say like thank you type thing, and then the belt just goes in a little black bag, and now it's taken away. He didn't even pose with it. This is the 4th time this man's been the world champion.
Okay, so I get that. I could see
where it's gonna go.
Where that's going with that. Okay, fine. I get that. God, don't make another belt. Don't make another fucking belt.
I mean, would you rather have him put an X through the belt like Punk did? What if they burn it? What if they set the belt on fire?
That's gonna take a long time to fucking melt. That's not gonna work that way.
For all you know, you can put dog shit in the bag and just like set it on fire and say it's a belt.
So this was the depressing part about it. You not only you get to the realization,
Brian's dead in the corner with them standing over him,
right? Then you get like it comes to the point where you realize this is okay. This guy's career really is going to be over, and the way he's going out is just really sad. Like it's just we had the great moment of his return after when we thought that he was really not going to wrestle anymore. And he came back and then just was out there just killing it again. And then you realize that damn, he's really fucked up. Like he's really done. And then,
I mean, for the past couple of years, Jay, when he came to AEW, you've been talking about like this dude just wants to bleed every show. He wants to kill himself on every show, and that's what this man pretty much did. And gave the best performances of his entire fucking career.
And he said, maybe I shouldn't have had the last couple of matches. I should have been a little bit more prepared for this one. Maybe
he should have been more safe.
Yeah. And then we get the bag comes out again.
The dreaded bag.
The bag comes out again. This man
the bag that made him not answer Nigel McGuinness's challenge until the fucking night of.
And this is what we're going out with. He's going out with the
before
bag.
They brought the bag up because then Wheeler Yuta ran out for the save.
Oh, who didn't see this coming?
No one did.
You didn't see the turn?
Honest to God, no. Because think about it. We were theorizing it's going to be all former WWE talent altogether, and now they just threw this wrench in where Yuta beat the shit out of Bryan Danielson and put the bag over his head.
They're gonna beat the shit out of him and kick him out of there. They're gonna be like, "You're a fuck, you're a jobber. Get out of here."
I was telling Ariana, what if Yuta did this just to be a spy, just to sneak in to see what the hell's going on?
No, they're gonna be like, "You just trying to be down. We don't like you anyway. Get out of here. Fuck out."
they retconned this on Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not fucking with us, you liar.
And beat the shit out of him, like please.
Then they did the bag thing, and then Claudio put the chair around his neck and stomped his head several times.
Several times.
With the BCC leaving, and then you have Excalibur proceeded to do the worst acting on God's green earth.
This is what I'm saying. This is what
I've known Brian for so many years.
This is what
I'm so sad to see a legend end like this. You have Darby. By the way, there was people that said, you know what? I'm going to come out and save this fucker. Darby, Hook,
Private Party.
All the young guns all ran out.
Then finally, like the
after
goons,
the third chair stop to the neck.
Finally, that's when the goons came out.
And Marina Shafir got scared of Hook. But then, like, you see this, you hear Excalibur in the background, fake crying, and then you pan to Hook, Orange Cassidy, and Darby Allin on the outside crying, and just or like in shock, and like, thank you, good night.
And that's what I'm saying. It was depressing, but not depressing in a good way. Like for you to be like get emotional because no, it was like
that's how the legend of Bryan Danielson ends.
This was done badly. Like I don't know. It just didn't resonate for me at all. No, at all. And I know probably Daniel probably sat there and said, "Yeah, this is the way I would go out. Fine, it's okay."
Well, you know what, Brian? It was revealed that Brian was the one that chose Mox to end this girl. So you know what? That's fine. At least he said who he wants to lose to.
Right.
It was an interesting note that somebody pointed out too that Bryan Danielson's last matches. So like his last match on
lost
Raw,
to the Shield.
He lost to all three members of the Shield. His last match, televised match on Raw, was against Seth. His last SmackDown televised match was against Roman, and now his last AEW match and full time. Let's be also clear on this: his full time run is over.
Right, but they're also saying that
But also with the amount of injuries he
As-
has, he might be out for a long time.
He might not come back.
Right.
He's going back for he's
neck surgery
and such. So yeah, he might not come back at all. Oh man, but I'm trying to get the Leo Rush promo before. Man, ain't nobody worried about you.
Did you happen to catch the media scrum?
No,
because it was like 45 minutes and it didn't start till 20 minutes in.
So wait, that what?
It was a 45-minute media scrum video that started 20 minutes in. Yeah, Tony Schiavone and Nigel McGuinness in there.
They were already talking.
No, they didn't start. They had audio problems, and then 20 minutes late, and then they pop in. There's Tony Schiavone and Nigel McGuinness talking and said, for the first time in AEW's history, Tony Khan will miss this media scrum because he's heading to the hospital with Bryan Danielson to check on his well-being. And then that's where we had the Mariah May pretty much shit on the media because, what, you're afraid of women's wrestling? You don't have any questions for me?
Oh, wow. Yep. Was it you who sent it to me?
I sent you something from the media scrum.
No, but I'm talking about the Leo Rush thing.
Yeah, it was on Instagram.
Oh, it was on IG. Oh, okay. Then I can't get it now. All right, so fuck it. But she was fucking hilarious. Go check it out, guys. It's fucking hilarious. All right. So my overall thoughts, like I said, just depressing. Like it was just depressing for me. Like all the way through this show, like there was just nothing besides the curtain jerker. I give the three-way somewhat of levity. I give it some kind of a chance that there was a match.
I mean, it was respectable.
Darby and Brody King was pretty good. It was decent, and just the last match, it was just seemed done. Like it just didn't feel right to me. I don't know. It just didn't work for me.
Bryan Danielson got murdered
again. But yeah, that's gonna wrap us up from here, guys. Mike, let everybody know what's coming up, what's going on with History and Headlocks. The new episode coming out next week. What we got?
Headlocks, we just wrapped. It's been released now, but we just we covered ECW, and now for episode 6, we're gonna be covering land culture and wrestling history.
Oh shit! Oh, mi gente, we're about to get a lit poppy. Let's go.
Yep, and that's on New York Wrestling Media YouTube.
Thank you. Like and subscribe.
Comment, subscribe, tap the bell for all notifications because there's a lot more stuff on there besides History and Headlocks.
Oh yeah, please. We just cranked out. Shout out to my peoples at Quite Frankly, a Howard Stern podcast. Jim Fix coming in to help me do the review of Mr. McMahon on Netflix.
The short you cut off of that with him, like the McMahon pose, like doing like a ballet pose. I'd be dying.
I was crying when he said it
because he was talking, and they got distracted. He goes, "What the?" Like, that just looks like he's about to do a pirouette.
So he looks like he's working with the Bolshoi. Also, just released a new episode of Collar the Pinfall with our boy M2 Inc.
Mm-hmm.
He was very shocked. Another short that's going out right now. Very shocked that in the UK there's a character named Gain.
Gay Kane.
A gay Kane with the rainbow outfit.
He fell backwards in his bed.
Had a reunion of sorts with Met Matt, who pulled up for we didn't buy a ticket this past week. Got him in right under the radar right before the hurricane.
I was about to say
right before the hurricane hit. Shout out to Matt who pulled up as well. And much more content, man. We got a lot of shit going on this week.
Those fuckers at their announce table. Like, I'm waiting for the debate.
Yeah, I gotta set that up soon. We gotta get that done before they're out.
Probably my work schedule's gonna be after the election. So
yeah, we're gonna have to set it up.
Yeah,
because their season ends at Survivor Series. We're gonna have a big announcement.
Get me on
for
the
that
damn show, people.
So guys, don't go anywhere. Stick around as always, and make sure you check us out on Turnbuckle Tabloid, and as well as all the podcasting outlets and those socials. Like and subscribe, be a part of the vibe on not only here in Turnbuckle Tabloid, but as well as on New York Wrestle Media. So guys, don't go anywhere. Stick around. Much to talk about. See you guys in a second.
2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Sit, turn type, sit. Good boy. Ruff.